Welcome to the CEO of You Inc., where we believe the most important business you'll ever run is the one called your life. My name is Michael Cheever. I believe empowering entrepreneurs to build profitable businesses and invest in our youth will change the future of our planet. I've chosen real estate as my lane, and the principles I've learned from great coaches, mentors, and life itself apply across every industry. If you're ready to take ownership of your mindset, habits, health, relationships, business, and future, then you're in the right place. Let's build the life you are meant to live. When it comes to building a life worth living and a business worth owning, how you think matters. One of the greatest books ever written for an entrepreneur or intrapreneur talks about the importance of how we think and that thinking precedes action. As Gary Keller puts it, think, then earn, not the other way around. The best results in life and business don't start with hustle. They start with clarity, with direction, with vision. It's the difference between firing and then aiming versus aiming before you fire. I've done it both ways, and I promise that aiming first is the better of the two. That brings us to a core concept, your big why. It's the day before a vacation. Think about it. What happens the day before you leave on a big trip? How do you work the day before a vacation? You get more done in one day than you normally get done all week. Why? Because the why behind your activity is big and compelling. When you get done, you get to go play. You're motivated, you're locked in, you're efficient. You say no to distractions, you ignore unimportant tasks and requests. You move with purpose. That is the power of a big why. A big why equals big focus, which equals big energy. The opposite is also true. A small why equals small focus, which equals small energy. Those who achieve at a high level will always have a big why. Think about what your life would look like when every day was worked with the pre-vacation day purpose and the energy that comes from it. Now, let's be clear. If your big why is just about money or retirement, caution is encouraged. Why? Well, do you remember a time in the past when you were sure that once you graduated, got a job, and had your own money, that life would be so much better? What about getting that new outfit or a new car, a house, a second house, a third house, on and on? Once you got that thing, did it make your life so much more enjoyable? Or did you pretty quickly find the next thing to go get? If it's only about what you get, it won't sustain you when times get hard, because they will. A big why connected to what is given has greater power. I will share mine with you. My big why is to become the best version of myself possible. I'm a person of faith. For me, that means faith in God as our creator and Christ as my savior. My big why is where God and I are aligned personally and professionally. When I move in faith, love, and grace, I remain in alignment, and that's where I'm most effective. That's where my purpose comes alive. Professionally, my purpose is to empower entrepreneurs to build profitable businesses and invest in our youth, because I believe doing so will change the future of our planet. Personally, I have a deeply rooted vision. I will purchase a home on Drake's Island, a place filled with family history. I will place that home in a self-sustaining trust so it becomes a sanctuary of love, strength, and joyful memories for generations to come. My grandfather was the only child of an only child of an only child. He created a place for his family to come together generationally into the future, and I will do the same. Here's something I believe with all my heart. One day, I'll move on from this physical plane and into a spiritual one. When that happens, the fog of the flesh, the pain, the confusion, the distractions will be lifted, and I will see clearly, maybe for the first time, the version of me that God created me to be. I'll see the best version of myself through my Creator's eyes. The question that drives me is this: how close will that version of me be to the one I chose to become during my life? That question is my fuel. It's my why. And here's what I've come to understand. What's been invested in me by parents, coaches, mentors, teachers, and God Himself has created my why. And it can for you too. There's something powerful that happens when you begin to live in alignment with your big why. It's not just motivation and it's not hype. It's soul level alignment. One of my mentors used to say, if it is to be, it's up to me. That used to sound like pressure. Now, it sounds like purpose. When we line up with our purpose for being here, something activates deep within us. It's a faith in the forward position, a momentum, a belief that when I move forward in faith and alignment, our Creator and the universe move with me. The things that happen are not happening for me. The things that happen are happening for me, not to me. Assignments grow in proportion to alignment. The greater the alignment, the greater the assignment. Let me close with this. Whatever season you're in, if you're winning, searching, struggling, or stuck, don't just look for the next tactic. Look for your why. Create faith in your forward position and start building momentum. Not a small one, not a temporary one, but the big why that aligns with your spirit, your gifts, and your purpose. When you find it and when you live from it, you'll tap into a power source that never runs dry. Crush it. We're stronger together.